Jump off that exhausting hamster wheel and into balanced living with Dr. Marissa.
Promise you joy in the mystery.
Dr. Marissa, also known as the Asian Oprah. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, laugh, love, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And welcome. You're tuned in to Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, NBC News, CNBC News, and NBC Sports Radio Station AM 1050, FM 106.5, home to the Asian Oprah, number one talk in the IE. Thank you very much. And streaming everywhere. iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, TuneIn, Audible, Amazon Music, Tiki Live, Rumble, Podchaser, Spreaker, and more. Why so many places? I want to maximize my splatter zone. And speaking of which, there we go. Welcome to the Rebels. Let's see. I want us not to have a case of the 4 A's, which happens when you listen and start your day with headlines. Angry, anxious, aggravated, and afraid. Instead, I want you to feel amazing, which is why I have topics and guests and co-hosts to that end. And you can see in the studio today, it is my fabulous one and only Ricky Rebel.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New You. This is the first time I'm seeing you in the new year. Wow. That's something.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, that is crazy for those of you who I can't believe you don't know who's here, but just in case you don't know and you have you're visiting here for the first time, and actually there may be quite a few because I just got off of a cruise ship that I have now lots and lots of new friends. Ricky Rebel is, in addition to being one of my co-host with the mostest, is a Billboard top 40 recording artist, as seen on tour with Britney Spears. He's been a Grammy member since 2017, part of the voting membership, and he was discovered by Michael Jackson, signed to his label on Sony, and later signed to Madonna's record label, Maverick Records. And he launches his rich stream of discography, singles, music videos on this show. So I'm glad that you're joining us live, it's so awesome to see you again. And we're gonna jump right into breakfast, which is taking a bite of my gratitude sandwich. Top of the bun, gratitude. Looking around you, just outside of yourself, what are you grateful for? Aye. And then on the bottom of the bun, which is, well, I don't know. I'm too tired to say the bottom of the bun. I swear, I came back. I got off the cruise boat and I feel like I landed in Mars or something. It was only 5 days, but I'm like discombobulated for sure. But the bottom of the bun is something I'd like you to do before you go to bed tonight, which is, what do I like about myself? So I'm turning my glance inward. What do I appreciate about myself? So, I better start before I forget what I was going to say. How's that?
That works.
I'm grateful that we always seem to match, even though we don't get the memo. I swear we do not talk to each other. I won't let him talk to me before the show because I want to keep everything fresh. So the last thing we do, and it's funny because I changed my jacket at the last second.
Really?
I swear. And of course, this one matches. The other one didn't. So there you go. But I'm grateful for our friendship. How's that? We're coming up, I think, on 2-year anniversary when we were first. Can you believe that's a fast 2 years, darling? We met at the Las Vegas Convention Center, not physically, but I met him over the phone, bonding over some trauma of a mutual, I would say, unfriend. She was quite the imposter. on many levels. But anyways, it just shows that through anything you can meet people in a very beautiful way. And I am grateful to her for putting us together. How's that for gratitude, right?
Absolutely.
Turning bruised bananas into banana bread. You're my
Yeah.
banana bread this morning.
I love that. I'm grateful for you as well. And gosh, I'm grateful for my health. I was a little sicky after
Oh,
Vegas. I performed at Dust Nightclub. It was a fabulous show. We have a residency there. I'm grateful for that. That's my number 2. Grateful for that residency. And grateful number 3, we have invited to do other shows coming up, festivals and whatnot. Yeah.
yay. How
Big
cool is that?
Yeah, in fact, I
Uh,
should even, like, look it up right now. If you give me a moment, I'll look it
yeah,
up and give
please
you the exact
do.
details of what happened.
That is so great. And we have Save Robbie is the captain of our cashew gallery this morning. Happy Friday to you as well. I am grateful to all the great people on Princess Cruise Lines who made my hiatus, my mini vacation. It's been a while. Hope you enjoyed all of the shows from my treasure chest that I put in there, but I still managed to make it back to do a live show this week, so I can still say consecutive. And I karaoke. People were so kind. We're like, "Oh, there's the singer," and then a couple of them, actually, a lot of them looked me up, and so I even had my last breakfast. I had people coming up asking for um, a picture with me. I had a lot of picture, flashing piece with people. So that was so nice. And
Um,
actually, I had a couple books left from a book signing, and they went like hotcakes, and that was super cool. So I'm grateful for
Amazing.
that. Yeah.
I love
So
that.
welcome if you're here. I haven't seen any eyeballs identify except Robbie. What else? One more.
So, I mean, to clarify,
Yes.
we've been asked to perform as headliners at First Fridays for the city of Las Vegas, which is on March 8th. In addition,
Wow.
they're
Oh,
also gonna be putting us into the Lunar Moon Festival in Las Vegas, and I think it's in March, and there's about 10,000 people there. So it'd be fun.
I guess I'm
We're
coming.
growing. We're
I
growing.
guess I would, because Lunar, that's Chinese New Year. So you can tell them your co-host is actually Chinese, even
Yeah.
though I know you thought I was Swedish. But that is so awesome. Congratulations, Dollar.
Thanks. Diamond Rebel Renee is the show.
What
Got
is
a
it called?
show. It's called Diamond Rebel Renee. 3 headliners, April Diamond, Ricky Rebel, and Robert Renee.
Wow, that is so cool. That is so cool. Yeah, I have to put those dates down and make sure I come out there. I am grateful, last but not least, guess who hit 1 million views on my Instagram of Gladys Knight? 1 million.
A
I've
million.
million views in my life. I was
That's
excited about
wild.
100,000 on my TikTok a while back, but this was truly and the thing is, I didn't know until I got off the ship, because internet on the ship is definitely, even if you buy the package, it's intermittent. So I couldn't respond to people. So if you're waiting for me to respond on a text or email, I apologize. I'm usually quite responsive, but it was
Yeah.
kind of nice. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing the topic of the day. But yeah, 1 million views. Thank
That's
you, Gladys
crazy.
Knight. Honest to goodness, it's and it brought my monthlies to over 500,000.
Mm,
So yeah, you've
wonderful.
always been high in numbers, but this is a new for me, because I insist on, not that you buy numbers, I know you don't, but so many people do. So I've been poo-pooing high numbers, but I have to say 1 million is a pretty good number
It's a
of
good
views.
number.
All right, let's go to the bottom of the bun, which is, what do you like about yourself? And I do this because it's weight training for all of us to overcome or do or turn over the you're not all that, don't toot your own horn, who do you think you are, that a lot of us grew up with. Some
Mm.
cultures worse than others, certainly mine. Chinese, there's a saying, the nail that stands up is hammered down. So, definitely a part of my life. And the downside of that, yes, it keeps you humble, but the downside is you're always looking for love and approval outside of yourself. Literally looking for love, have an antenna up, like how many people like me, literally, as we speak of that.
Mm.
And it's a very dangerous way to feel good about yourself because people, one day they love you, next day they hate you. Ricky's familiar with that, being in the limelight a lot since he was a kid. So to know that you are one of a kind, wonderful, I think is one of the best gifts and certainly the
Yeah.
foundation of good mental health. So, Ricky, who didn't like to do this at the beginning, is not crazy about it, but he's very much better at it. What do you like about yourself?
What do I like about myself? Okay. I like that I know how to take care of myself when I'm sick.
Mhm. Good. I like that I am not as hard on myself as I used to be. I can go, oh well, you messed up, watching that stupid series till 3 in the morning when you should have been sleeping. I
Yeah.
don't do it a lot, but instead of ruining my whole day, I'm beating myself up. I go, oh well, I let myself do that once a month, as long as it's not a habit. So
You know what? You know what I like about myself this last time in Vegas? Usually after my show, I critique myself aggressively. Like what could have gone wrong? What went wrong? What I could have done better? Da, 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 why didn't this? Da, 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 da. And I started to get in that mode, and I was walking to the airport coming home, and then I stopped myself, and I said, you know what? I don't have to think about this.
hold on, hold on. This is a giant. For those of you who are not,
It's huge.
this is a giant.
I,
Holy
yeah.
craftsmanship.
I finally realized, like, because I usually say, I usually think to myself, I have to think about this. I have to improve. I have to.
Proof.
And I was like, no, I don't. I don't need to think about this. No, I'm at the airport. I'm trying to get to my,
Yeah.
maybe not. Maybe at a certain time, it might be appropriate when you're in rehearsals, for
Yeah,
instance.
well, yeah.
You might
When you're
want to
doing
hone
notes.
in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like at that time, no, I don't have to think about this.
Oh,
And I stopped thinking about it. It was cool.
huge. That's so huge. Yeah. I still,
Yeah.
if I did karaoke like 3 nights and
Mm.
every, or when I speak as a motivational speaker, oh, I forgot to say that, or oh, I shouldn't have done, oh, that note wasn't, and yeah, drive myself crazy. So good for you. Very proud of you on that one.
Thank you.
All right, and I don't want to do any more of that because the topic is closely related to that. But I do want to highlight Robbie is playing along with the gratitude, taking a bite of my gratitude sandwich. Kind of figure in the middle of each of my hands for the people who don't like me because I love myself. Awesome. It's a little
I
bit of
love
the
that, Robbie.
angry like yourself with the other, but that's okay. That's okay. What you think of me is none of my business. I love that book. I had her on. She passed. I didn't realize. Dr. Terry Cole Whitaker was one of my very early teachers, and she has the best-selling book, What You Think of Me is None of My Business. And she just passed last year, and I just heard about it. So I know she's in heaven on the other side, loving us from there. And if you ever come to Denver, there's someone waiting for you there,
Holla
Ricky.
at your boy.
Yeah. I
Save Robbie.
Robbie was in Denver when I did the book signing at Tattered Covers. I don't know if you are familiar. That was actually started in Denver, biggest indie. There's a siren saying it's the truth. Indie's bookstore. Sorry, it got eaten up recently, but it gave me my national bestseller designation. So I will always be very thankful to Denver, Colorado. Yeah. Oh, cool. There you go. All right, that's it for breakfast. Hopefully, you will make this a good life habit, a hashtag Blisscipline. I do it every weekday morning on the show, so please join me because I promise if you do, you will sandwich your day in the most positive way. Thanks for joining us for breakfast. And now for the topic of the day.
It's Straight Talk on the Art of Imperfection with Ricky Rebel and Dr. Marissa.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot to say this is Straight Talk at the beginning, right? Yeah, I had a blast playing the yes no game, and it got me thinking. Those of you who are on my social media, great, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, Doc Balance on Instagram. That's where the Gladys Knight got the million views. It's a game that you are not allowed to say yes or no. So just for fun, I'm going to see how long you can go, Ricky, without saying yes or no. And we'll count you in 3, 2, 1. Hi, Ricky. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am happy and grateful. So I understand that you were playing in Las Vegas.
That's correct.
And you did a great job. And you're singing. Are you singing alone?
I sang with my, I call him my soul brother, Jonathan Fairchild.
Uh-huh. And have you been, singing with him a long time?
Yeah, actually, we've.
Nope.
Oh, does yeah count? Yeah counts.
Oh, that was so good.
Didn't think about it. Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's hard, right?
Yeah.
I made it 2 minutes and 43 seconds, and people were
Really?
waiting before me. Yeah. So I didn't make the 3-minute. You got a bottle of champagne. I don't drink anyways.
You can't say yeah.
You can't say yeah. Can't say yes. Can't say no. You can't nod your head. I almost got kicked out.
Oh, you can't nod.
No, nothing. Nothing. So
That's crazy.
don't worry. You did better than a lot of the people. My wonderful friend, I'll have to show it to you. I don't want to embarrass her by playing it, but it was so cute. She didn't really want to go. She's the one that made me go to this particular show. She cruises a lot. And
yeah, it's a cruise.
And she said so she gets up there because she put her name in and then she's like, oh, I don't want to go. So they pulled her up after her daughter was buzzed out because he said, so you're here with who? And she said, my beautiful mother. And then I pointed and he goes, oh, is that your mom? And she goes, yes. Boom, out. And then her mom got up there, was so cute. And he goes, oh, are you nervous? She goes, yes. That was the first question.
She's like, get out.
It's so wonderful. If you're going to, get together with friends, it's a great game. It's really cute. But anyways, so why was I talking about that? Oh, yeah. So why was I on the cruise and what happened in terms of, downtime? Ricky and I have talked about hibernating and talking about, not on that hamster wheel of do this, do that, do this, and then you end up in do. And so the art of imperfection is going to encompass all of that. Like, can we just stop? Can we not all, being productive? Is it okay to not be productive? and for perfectionists like Ricky and I, if you're not doing something, if you're not creating something, if you're not producing something, you're lazy, you're not being all that you can be. And so that's what I wanted to talk about, because as soon as
That's
I
cool.
landed, I felt guilty that
Ooh.
I was gone and that I, missed this call and didn't answer this email and
Mm.
boom, boom, boom. And, oh, you should have this. And, I was shitting on myself. And and then I was like, well, people think I'm not coming back till tomorrow, or that I wouldn't get in till late Thursday night. So all day I was like, I'm just going to not post and pretend that I'm still on the boat. So yeah, that's what we're talking about this morning. So those of you, we got lots of fingers and hearts on that preamble. Yeah, free subscribe on both of our channels and give us the finger. This one, not the other one, not the two that Robbie was talking about. But yeah, that's our topic today. So Ricky, what do you have to say to that?
The Art of Imperfection. Isn't
Yeah.
there, the Japanese, they have a term for it.
Oh, let's see.
Look it up.
Yeah, I only know Kaizen.
Wabi sabu, I believe.
Okay, art imperfection. Oops.
Wabi sabi.
In Japanese. There we go.
Yeah.
Somebody else has looked it up too.
The
Yes,
Japanese.
wabi sabi.
Mm-hmm.
Wabi sabi. I didn't know that. I love learning new things.
It's a Japanese aesthetic and worldview centered on finding beauty in imperfection, impermanence, and incompleteness, embracing the natural cycle of growth, decay, and weathering.
Interesting. Finding, yeah, and there's an image of a cracked bowl.
Mhm.
Celebrates natural cycle, simplicity, authenticity, seeing beauty in
In the imperfection.
everything. Yeah. The key practice embodying this is kintsugi, the art of repairing broken pottery with gold lacquer, highlighting cracks as beautiful history rather than hiding them. Oh, I love this.
Mm.
Thank you for bringing that up. I had no idea. I thought we were just like talking out of our tokuses. All
Yeah.
right. So, have you ever felt bad about being imperfect, or have you heard about feeling perfect?
No, never.
I know, stupid
Makes
question.
me laugh.
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, let's look at the history of perfectionism.
Mm.
When you're a kid in
Mhm.
school, you're asked for the right answer, right? You want to have the right answer. You're not given any, props for bad answers. Even, which is the right answer, A, B, C, D. It's just more recently that we have E, all of the above. You're either right or wrong. There's no in between. And so we're rewarded for being right. So that is in essence perfection, right? Being perfect. You got to be right, can't be wrong.
Straight
And
A's, baby. Straight A's.
yeah, my mom said so she was a tiger mom, poster child tiger mom with a dash of narcissism and then another dash of religiosity. So it was quite an interesting upbringing. But again, I'm grateful. I'm like that pottery. I got gold lines going all through my life because of the breakage. Ooh, what a visual that was. I'm going to put that in the screenplay. I'm writing a screenplay called Life by 1,000 Cuts.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Love that.
Thank you. So, what was I saying?
You were talking about your mother.
Oh, yeah. But before that, the perfectionism, in my life, if I was perfect, I was loved. If I was imperfect, I was not loved. So that was so deeply ingrained that
Wow.
that if I couldn't do anything perfectly, I wasn't going to do it, right?
Yeah.
Until I knew I could do it perfect. So I wouldn't raise my hand if I had a hunch, because if I wasn't correct, it was going to be bad news, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why I put that particular post is, one, the yes no game. I didn't make it. I was imperfect. I did not win the game, right? And I got up there to make a fool out of myself because I didn't know if I was going to win or not, right? And I did karaoke for 3 nights in a row. That's always you never know, right? How
Yeah.
you're going to sound if you're not a professional singer like Ricky Rebel. Uh,
Or the sound system.
yeah, or the sound. Thank you. So I think that perfectionism also keeps you from taking chances. And
Mhm.
if you don't take chances, one, it's going to be a pretty uh, it'll be non-eventful, right? But um, are you happy with not I
Mm.
do work with people who are like, oh, it's just not fair. So and so did this and so got that. And I want to be, I wanted to be an astronaut, or I wanted to be a rock star. And then it's like, well, have you gone to karaoke to try this? No, 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 I can't do that. And it's like, okay, well, if you want things, there's got to be a little bit of a risk to
Mm.
be humiliated or to be judged. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. No risk, no glory.
So the no fear part of the equation um, is real. I think that, Ricky, if you had not taken risks, you would definitely not be where you are. If you had listened to the early feedback that you were not masculine enough, or not, your voice was too high, or whatever it was, and
Mm.
let them rule your future, present and future, you would not be where you are. So there has to be, the art of imperfection is being really okay with disapproval.
Yes. Yes. Madonna puts it, it's so cool to be uncool.
Mm.
Which
And the
is
millennials and the Gen Zs, I think, are really good to help with this because they have made weird a good thing,
yeah.
right?
The young kids, a lot of them are afraid though of, being cringe.
Oh, is that the new
They're
word?
they're terrified
Mm. Well, that's an
of appearing cringe. A lot of them are. And that was during the era of I believe, like, 2022, when it was just going on and on and on about, like, not the artists not trying too hard. It was really not a good thing for artists to dance and to express themselves that way. "Oh, you're trying so hard. It's so cringe, so cringe." That was, like,
um,
the situation. I think now we're getting back to cringe is cool. Uh,
be you, do you.
Cringe has always been cool though. Now the idea is if you're not cringe, you're not risky enough. You're not putting yourself out there in a way that's gonna, you know, manifest what you're looking for.
Mhm,
If you're
mhm.
looking for big success and those kinds of things, like we were just speaking about, it does require you to have the courage to be vulnerable.
Yes, the, basketballs to, bounce
Yeah.
on the floor of life, on the court of life, sorry. Yeah. I definitely think that perfectionism has, really hurt people more than helped. I think the older generation, the baby boomers, they were guided by the principle of You know, no pain, no gain. 80-hour work weeks are what's going to get you ahead. And if you don't look like you really want it by doing that and giving up, you know, holidays and vacation time to work, or sit at your desk at lunch to, you know, show that you are a company man or woman, and, you know, strive until you like have a burnout breakdown, you know, never talked about burnout. And so like the younger ones that are, oh, I need a vacation. You know, it's like, what? You haven't even broken a sweat. You haven't even been here a year. You know, that's a huge change, right? Intergenerational definition of success and of hard work and all of that. The work ethic. I wouldn't say there's no work ethic, but there certainly is a change in the definition of work ethic and imperfection. Again, it's, you know, let's balance it out. We're not saying you're going to go from working to 80 hours to not showing up at work at all ever and just living on, you know, welfare or whatever. That's the extreme. It's all about balance, but you got to give them a little kudos. They watched their parents work to the bone and then get sick and not even appreciate or be able to play during retirement, right? That was the old paradigm. Strive to be perfect, right? And then retire and play. But if you're too sick or exhausted to play, or you keep working, you know, to the point where you can't relax, that's a dis-ease with life. I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when. And when you never hit the when. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. I saw this really cool video on the way home, and it was by Alan Watts, talking about how a leaf that's flowing down the river is just going to flow down the river. When it's supposed to come to a certain point, it will hit that point. You can't rush things. We are in the right place at the right time at all times. Even when we get distracted, or we get things happen to us that we don't like, but the journey that we're on, we can't not take it, and we are taking it, and everything is at the right time at all times.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It was cool. It was like, I was like, a little tear was coming down from I was in the airport. I'm not describing it properly, but it's also about the rose. It's also about the rose, you know. You can't force the petals to bloom. You can't open it up like that. Like, open.
Yeah. You can't plant a seed and go, where are you? What's taking
Where
me
are
so
you? Yeah. So our perfectionist side is like, I want this now. I wanted it, you know, a million years ago. So open up, you know, that kind of thing. But that kind of energy is not gonna give
no,
you
I
what you
totally
want.
get you. I totally get you. One of my teachers is Abraham Hicks, and I love the saying, you're never gonna get it done. There's always going to be more, and you're never gonna get it wrong, which is what you're saying. Like, no matter how it goes, like, people live in that regret. Oh, I should have done this. I should have done that. And now it's too late. And and I shouldn't have said this. It's like, no, at that time, you did what you had the time and the resources to do at that time. And there's no such thing as a missed opportunity, because if that goes by, there's going to be another one and another one and another one. So you're never going to get it done, and you're never going to get it wrong. And that requires a belief system, which is why agnosticism and atheism, I feel bad for people who are so adamant that there's no creative power out there, because then the world is chaotic. But if I choose to believe that the universe is friendly and it's always conspiring for me, never against me, then it doesn't matter what happens to me. I know it's this or better. And it just makes me feel better. Do I have proof? No. Well, actually, my life is kind of proof, but there's no empirical evidence, whether it's the Big Bang Theory or whatever, but it just makes me feel better when I don't think that, things are just so random, right? If I know that the universe is for me, never against me, if my UPS man, my universal power source, that I call, if I drop the G bomb, the God, I'm not religious, but just the belief that it's going to be okay. Right? No one's out there to punish me. No one's out there waiting to jump down and, smite me or whatever it is, that I live in this life, in this little dash, and every single day is an opportunity to have fun, to create, to love, to laugh, to respect, to embrace. I mean, that's not random. Right? Anyways.
We were getting philosophical.
Yeah,
up here.
I know. We better stop that right now. I forgot to do a station ID, and it is past the middle of the hour. But I just want to thank y'all for joining us. This is Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind. And you are here today just in time for Straight Talk with myself and
Ricky Rebel.
And we're going to be right back. Ricky's going to talk about his own imperfection, what works, what doesn't work, right after a break for news, weather, and traffic here on this NBC News Radio channel. and then he'll have time to think about what I just asked him. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Word from our sponsor. Peace in, peace out.
To the world was exploring the world. What if the question, what do you want to be when you grow up, little girl, turns into how many streets of life can you want to explore? What if the purpose of life is not to die with the most toys to leave our squabbling relatives? What if the purpose of life was to do things that we enjoy most of the time? Have relationships that we enjoy most of the time, and use our unique talents, gifts, and abilities to fully express in the dash between birth and death. What if, as a direct result of this horrible pandemic, we could rise out of the ashes with a new PPP, post-pandemic possibilities? The sooner you turn "it's impossible" to "I'm possible," the what ifs become possible too. Because you are loving, lovable, and loved, wrapped in a warm blanket of worthiness. But it may start with getting out of bed and making it. What if starts with
Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And we're back. You're tuned in to Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA NBC News Radio, AM 1050, FM 106.5, home to the Asian Oprah, number one talk in the IE. Thank you very much. And streaming everywhere, iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, and of course my YouTube TV channel, where if you free subscribe and give me the finger, this one, not the other one. I almost put the other one up. Thank you, Robbie, for that. It was off my mind. You'll get an alert every weekday morning when I go live. And of course, with Ricky Rebel on Straight Talk with myself and
Ricky Rebel,
my wonderful series that I'm just delighted to have him here. Yes, Robbie, please do stream Ricky all over. Where is that comment? There it is, right here. Stream. Oh, is that AJ? I'm sorry. I thought it was Robbie saying that. Hi, AJ. Robbie beat you out as captain of the Cashew Gallery today, but we're so glad to see you here. He's one of Ricky's first and very avid supporter of Ricky and his music. So good to see you, AJ. Happy New Year. I don't know if I've seen you in the new year. So we're talking about
love you, babe.
Art of Imperfection. So if you have any 8 cents worth of opinion on that, please do chime in with us. Ricky's going to talk about it for a minute.
Well, one of my favorite artists of all time is Madonna. And I would say that she's not the greatest singer in the world. She was never the greatest dancer in the world. She wasn't in my opinion, she was the most beautiful woman in the world, but a lot of people did not agree on that. Mm-hmm. She wasn't the most, to a lot of people, the most beautiful, but to me, she was.
I feel the same way about Lady Gaga.
Right. Exactly. She's not a Victoria's Secret model.
Yeah, but she's brilliant.
Brilliant. Yeah. But going back to Madonna, like her vocals, like she would mess up all the time. I mean, she would be flat, sharp, crack. And as a kid, I never, ever cared. I never cared about that. It was something more important that she was doing. I think it was the act of being courageous. And I think the part of me that was really attracted to her was like, man, the courage to get up there. And I have sorry, my voice is stronger. Let's just put it that way. But I love her voice. Don't get me wrong. But I love my voice too. But it's definitely, I'm much better, more technical artist. You know what I'm saying? But I had still the courage that she has. I'm like, dang, going up there. She was at the Oscars. She belted out Stephen Sondheim song that won an Oscar sooner or later, and she was just that would freak me out, man. Live vocals, like it was the Madonna show, and people slammed that performance. But because you could see her shaking, she was nervous, but it was amazing. It's one of her best performances. So because before that I was a gymnast, and everything had to be perfect. I mean, the minute you walk on the floor, they're looking out for things to deduct you on. They want to take that number, number 10. That's why 10 is my favorite number. It's about perfectionism. That perfect 10, and every single time you do something wrong, they're taking away your score. They're just looking for anything you're doing wrong. So that's the environment that I came from. And of course, competing with my own opponents as well in my group. So we were all, even though we were a team, we all were competing against each other on all the events.
Yeah.
So imagine the psyche I have, now. I've had to really unlearn that. I'm not competing with my team members. They are my team, Ricky. Like, we are doing this together.
Right. The three of you. Yeah. It's a cooperative venture instead of a one-up. But it's so, if you're a perfectionist,
Wow.
yeah, it's like you, me, myself, and I. There's some narcissism in there too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you wanna be number 1. You wanna
yeah. I never made that link before. This is the first time. Perfectionist and narcissism, because it is
Oh,
all
yeah.
about you. Yeah,
Huge.
interesting.
Being the best. It's about power. It's about
Control. I'm
dominance.
better than you. I'm up, you're down, right? Yeah, it's funny as an organizational psychologist, it's always, you have disgruntled employees, or you have a quiet quitting, or I call dead people working phenomena. And it's like, well, of course you do. Every time you have a job promotion opportunity, one person gets it, 100 people don't. If they stay in the organization, how many disgruntled people are you going to have by the end of the day, or the end of 5 years, right? So our whole organizational structure is built that way to create the competition. That's the one. It's funny. I now understand. You said at one point early in our shows that you wished that there would be no competition, like in gymnastics, like everybody would win or something like that. And now I understand, because that was such a trauma. It's traumatizing to be constantly, of course, you never feel good about who you are, because it's never enough. There's always something to do better. Therefore, you cannot be, you know, I'm
Absolutely.
okay. I am 88% okay. That's why that's my favorite number,
Mhm.
because I can give myself a little grace that there are going to be days where I just haven't got it. And I'm not going to be on my best foot forward. And I'm not going to say the perfect thing. And I'm not going to react in a way that I had hoped to. And that's because I'm human and I
Mm,
am imperfect, and it's okay. This was, I have to be honest, I still wanted to be perfect.
mm.
Like, even I would say, like, a
Of course.
5, 8 years ago, I was still saying, there's a saying in the 12-step program, progress, not perfection, right? And I would still go, okay, that's fine for you, but I still want to be perfect, right? Because I
Yeah.
had not untied that block that said, if you're not perfect, you will not be loved.
Mm,
And I went from that to, wait a minute, um, I can love myself. I don't need the love from other people. If I can love myself, then that's good. And then I went, well, I can't love myself 100% of the time, because I F up, right? I'm 88% fabulous, and 12% of the time I step in it. So then I had to go, okay, I have to stop expecting myself to be at 100% all the time, and downtime, and allowing yourself to have a dark night of the soul, right? I'm not always happy. My brand is hope and happiness. Am I unhappy? Yeah, 12% of the time. I
mhm,
get blood clots that derail a 7-month world tour for the book. I'm not
mm.
happy, right? And I let myself not be happy. And when people go, "Oh yeah, but I'm sure, it's going to be a reason, and you're going to get better, and you're going to," and it's like, "Yes, but right now I'm not happy." And it's okay
That's
if I'm
okay.
not happy, right? I gave myself permission yesterday to not be there for all the people who wanted something, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just holed up and gave myself, I hibernated like you were talking about during the holidays, and I gave myself permission to do that. And I think it's so important that everyone, I hope you hear this, in this new year, you got resolutions, you got things you want to do, great. But give yourself a moment to do nothing. I do that once a month. I give myself one day to do nothing
Oh,
and
I
not
do
feel guilty about it. Huh?
I do nothing all the time.
Not true. That is not true.
That's not
I
true.
don't know anybody that works harder on keeping your
It
body.
feels like I'm doing nothing.
No, I'm not accepting that.
No, I do work. I work without even. Look who's on the bench.
I can't see. Hold on. Let me do
Girl,
wide
the cat.
angle. Wide angle.
The cat's on the. I gotta go get her.
Okay, go
down.
get her.
I'm gonna get her down.
Okay. Yes, fur babies. Fur babies are not perfect too. They do things every once in a while, but they're still lovable. That's a great oh, see, everything happens for a reason. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to rethink not liking cats. Definitely. Oh my, it's only because I'm allergic to them. What a gorgeous. Now, this is Willow?
Yeah, this is my girl. This is my girl.
Oh, so beautiful. Is this the Mancoon? No,
she's a ragdoll.
Ragdoll. I get those mixed up. Oh my God, look at that tail. Oh, so cute.
So to me, the cats taught me a lot about perfectionism and imperfection because I love her so much just the way she is. And that's something I had to kind of put that reflector back onto myself. I'm like, if I can love them for who they are, I don't want them to have any plastic surgery. I don't want them to have. Could you imagine taking your kids, your cats to? No, we love them just the way they are because they're beautiful and all of their imperfections are great. Like we love them for their imperfections. We have to shine that ray of light onto ourselves.
That's why I call them unconditional dogs. Dogs are great examples. Cats are too, but dogs, I think, more have that. No matter what, they're not going to give you the sly eyes. They're like unconditionally loving. That's why I call them unconditional dog. Deborah is taking me back to a time where I said I wanted to practice the art of imperfection. I wanted to get off of that hamster wheel of striving to try to be perfect. So what I did was I purposefully would wear my underwear inside out, TMI, really? I know, and wearing 2 different pairs of socks that didn't match. So, yeah. And then Mama, is this Mama? I think so. We are born into this world as being imperfect. It's not Mama. What does your mom's handle come on?
It's Deborah Godinez.
Oh, okay. So, Pam. Sorry, I mistook you for Mama. You may be a mama, but I love your comment. We are born into this world as being imperfect humans. There's not a single perfect person on the planet. So the question is, how do each of us deal with this imperfection? Absolutely. And that is exactly what we're talking about today. Is can you allow yourself to learn the art of imperfection? Cut yourself slack, give yourself the gift of getting off of that perfect slide. So I call it the perfectionistic slide, and it goes like this: perfectionism, which is a dis-ease. You're not, oh, I just heard her. And then if you can't get it perfect, you move into procrastination, right? I'm going to wait until I can get this perfect, or I know enough to get it perfect. And then you wait and you wait. I've always wanted to be a procrastinator, but I never got around to it. I got to get that symbol thing. And then if you can't catch yourself there, you go into paralysis and you don't do anything at all. That's a dis-ease. That's a slide, and it ain't pretty. And I know a lot of people can relate to that. So then you don't try anything at all. And then you can't get out of bed. You don't take a shower. You don't open your mail. And that is not a good place to be. So who can catch you in that? You can catch yourself in that slide. As soon as you're saying, I'll do this later, you might want to go, you know what? I could just do this imperfectly. It's not
Now.
a big deal, right?
Yeah, I'll do it now.
Yeah.
I'm producing a film right now. It's a hush hush project. Musically, I'm making music for it. It's for a big feature film, and they want me to sing on it. I've already produced the music for it, but the music I produce is like the high notes, high sing. I'm like, oh man. They're like, well, if you want to sing on it, you can sing on it. My mom's like, you better sing on it.
Ah,
I'm like, all
yeah,
right.
it is your music.
But I want it to be perfect. So I'm like waiting for the right, how does my voice feel? How does my voice feel? Does my voice feel good now? Should I do it? It's like, no, just do it. Just do it.
Exactly.
It's never going to be the perfect time. You get on that mic and do it.
Yeah. The gospel according to Nike. Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
No hesitations. Come on.
Yeah.
I think that's our time.
AJ loves cats too. I tried procrastination therapy once, all sessions. Ha! Similar. Yes.
We have 4 minutes.
Yes. Time. I don't have that sound. I keep saying I have to get that sound.
Dr. Marissa, we have 4 minutes.
Oh, sugar mama.
I knew
we're over time already. We're supposed to end at 55, by the way. I used to have to end at 50. That didn't work when I was at Sunset Gower. But final word.
Imperfection is beautiful. And we have to learn to embrace ourselves just the way we are. In a way, a tree has to embrace a tree. In a way, a flower embraces that they're a flower. We are the same.
Absolutely. Go easy on yourself. Take time to just be with you. Work on liking yourself. That's what I do every day on this show, because the most important person to approve of you and the most important person to feel good about you is you. It's not your insignificant other. It's not your kids. It's not your parents. It really is. The buck stops right over here. If you can love yourself 88% of the time, life is magnificent. Trust me on that. If you don't love yourself, I will love you until you can love yourself. That's beautiful. My final word.
I love that.
It's all about balance. Peace in, peace out. World peace through inner peace. Ricky, take us out.
And now go and have the best weekend ever.
Thanks to you all for being here.
Take back your life with Dr. Marissa.